Thank you for clicking on the link. I wondered who would actually choose to listen to a graduation speech, and I appreciate you being here. I'm Vanessa Job. I'm one of your graduation speakers. I am a little unusual in that I am a new graduate, but I'm not a young person. I hope this means that I can offer a perspective that you can use. In any case, I know a few more things than I used to know, and I'd like to tell you about a few of them. You know the obvious ones, like floss, because it will really improve your breath, and wear sunscreen, or at least wear a hat, but I have a few more to add. Here we go. Make choices that expand your possibilities rather than narrow them. I've failed at this one several times. If you have a choice between taking a great job in a town where there are no other jobs for you or taking a good job where you will have other choices, maybe choose option B. Or at least realize that you may have to cut your losses and move if you choose option A. Okay, next advice. Life rewards action. Waiting around for things to get better doesn't usually work. Ask questions. Do more listening than talking. To get ready for this talk, I asked about 50 people this question, and you may want to try it on everybody you know. What do you know now that you wish you had known when you were younger? I asked all kinds of people. Colleagues from my research groups, cousins, elderly relatives, homeschool friends, teacher friends, old friends from high school, and kids. I got some great answers which I want to share with you. Here we go. Relationships are more important than beliefs. This is from a friend who has relatives that have very different political beliefs than she does. Don't be the guy who says, I could have done that. From another grad student. You really are as capable as those know-it-alls who've been doing this since they were 9 years old. Just a few years behind on a couple things. It's okay not to be successful right away. It doesn't make you a failure at life. From several people. Life isn't about talent, but persistence. From a cousin. Adults don't really know all the answers. This you know already if you're an adult. I would add that this also applies to all authority figures. There is a season for everything, and you don't have to do everything at once. This is from a former homeschool parent who retrained as a teacher and now is one of the owners of a bug museum. From a cousin who just sold a small business and retired. I wish I had known about the power of compounding. This applies to savings and also to love and good deeds. From a high school friend. Plan for retirement. It's going to happen to all of you one day. It's cool to be over 60 and working because you love your work. Don't be the idiot who's over 60 and has to work because he didn't have a plan for retirement. The job you love can disappear in an instant. Start saving as early as you can, and then if things happen, you'll still be okay. Both of my younger sisters ended up on disability before they were 60. No one saw that coming. Hope for the best, but plan for the worst. From a high school friend who was a director of engineering at a really large computer hardware company. Never ever trust your first impressions, good or bad. Be patient in forming opinions about people or things. Your first impressions can blind you to what you learn over time. From the same guy. If a job looks really interesting and you will learn new skills, but you don't see how it fits in your career, go for it. Always take the opportunity to learn new skills. Your career will take care of itself. If you have skills, your career will take care of itself if you have skills. Treat your career like a tool chest. Always look for experiences that bring you new tools. From the machine learning Zoom happy hour I went to last night. It's possible to do everything right and still lose. Your life can be affected by a bunch of random events. These are things that are completely outside of your control. What determines your success is how you handle the random events. Sometimes it's the luck of the draw. Try frequently to optimize your chances. The guy added, "You shouldn't take it personally if you are turned down for a job. Sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with you." From the same group of people. Play. The best people don't read every single thing about a topic before they start. They learn a little and then they jump in and try it. And finally, from me, that you are too old, too young, or too whatever is not a good excuse for not doing things. During my first semester as a grad student, I was waiting for the train back to Santa Fe one day. It was hot. I was tired. I was discouraged, and I wasn't going to be home for another 2 hours. I called my mom to whine, and I said, "I'm 58. Maybe I'm just too old to go to grad school." She paused for a long time and said, "Well, whether you go to grad school or not, you'll still be 58. And now I'm finished with this degree. So there. I wish you well in these interesting times. Thank you.